Jack's got a thing for underwear. When he sees the horsewoman dismount, revealing her red underwear,
Зачетные труселя!
he thinks he got lucky and starts to chuckle sneakily, but the horsewoman immediately squats down. That's when he realizes something is off. He rushes over in a hurry. Why do you have this underwear? Those are modern, ankle-high underwear. Let me see your pants, quick. The horsewoman thinks she's encountered a pervert. She got frozen in fear. Suddenly, the man knocks her down and lifts her dress. The horsewoman resists and yells. But it's too late. Jack lifts her dress, only to be disappointed. Oh, she's not wearing underwear. Jack's friend pulls him aside. Are you out of your mind? Jack is dazed. The horsewoman quickly mounts her horse, leaving the sad place behind. Jack sighs. The red underwear must have been an illusion. Disheartened, the man leaves. Little does he know, underneath the hay is indeed modern red underwear. Jack's time traveled to 1860. He ends up as a stable boy. He is constantly bullied. It turns out, his rich dad spent $1 billion creating a primitive village to make his son suffer as a stable boy. His friends, neighbors, girlfriend, all the people he sees are actors. Even the village's horses, ducks, geese, and a brown bear are actors. What in the world is happening? Jack's unruly to hit on a beauty at a party. He knocks down all champagne glasses but 2 for them. Confronted by a cop for DUI, he just throws a stack of cash in the cop's face. Take it, don't thank me. Seeing the cop still wouldn't let him go, Jack rams into the cop. The cop gets 3 broken ribs, even when locked up at the police station. Jack doesn't care. He goes to the police station more often than he goes home. His dad comes to the station to post bail. Right after getting out, he pees right in front of the police station. At night, Jack is hit by a tranquilizer gun and collapses on a car. Jack suddenly wakes up to horse urine. He's in a horse pen. Did I drink too much and still haven't woken up? Before he can react, a man walks in. He grabs Jack by his collar and throws him on the ground, asking why he didn't saddle the horse. Who are you? I don't know you. Seeing the men dressed in ancient attire, Jack thinks it's a costume party. You're playing a landlord, right? Pretty convincing. The landlord doesn't listen to his explanation and orders his men to whip him with the beating. Jack kneels in pain, howling. You guys are serious? Iason told him it's 1860. I'm in a time travel. Jack doesn't buy the story. He asks Iason for a phone. I need to call my dad. You all are going to be in trouble. I'll whip you 100 times. Iason doesn't understand him. What's a phone? Jack refuses to believe he's time traveled to the past. He runs straight to the village outskirts, passing horse carts and cattle sheds. He reaches the edge of the village 30 minutes later. He's about to leave the village. Oh my, he sees a brown bear. Jack dares not go further. However, his landlord catches him as an escaped slave. Jack struggles non-stop. Private punishment is illegal. I'll hire a lawyer. Iason urges Jack to beg for mercy. Otherwise, you'll end up worse than him. Jack sees a man next to him getting his hand chopped off. He still thinks it's a nightmare. The noose tightens around his neck. It feels a bit too real for his taste. Am I really going to meet my maker today? Jack finally caves in. How about you just chop off my hand? Left or right, your call. But the executioner can't care less. Just as he's about to do it, at this critical moment, a lady in red rides in on horseback. She's the landlord's daughter. She orders her men to let Jack go. That's how he manages to survive. Scared witless, he wets himself.
А еще штаны сухие есть?
Jack comes to terms with his new reality. Looks like he's stuck here for a while. At night, he can't sleep a wink on the ground. If the stable isn't cleaned properly, he gets a taste of the butler's whip. Our time-traveling Jack is in the ancient world, during mealtime. Looking at his food with disgust, he says, "What is this? Pig feed? There's no meat at all." The woman casually swats a fly into his bowl. Now you've got your meat. 4 bathroom breaks. It's the woods for him. No toilet paper, just leaves. Trust fund baby Jack can't handle such hardships. He secretly steals a chicken from the landlord. He eats the meat and makes a pillow from the feathers. His buddy Iason asks why he didn't save some for him. I helped you with the work, he says. Jack's response, well, I helped you by eating the meat. Talk about thick-skinned. The landlord discovers his chicken's gone missing. He asks the slaves to fess up. If the thief confesses, it's just 10 lashes. Otherwise, he'll randomly pick someone for 100. Jack keeps mum. Poor Iason gets picked. He takes the fall for Jack. Iason shows his scars. Jack couldn't care less. Tough luck, not my fault. After days as a stable boy, Jack still acts like a spoiled brat. His wealthy dad's had enough. My son's beyond saving. He wants to end this farce. Turns out, Jack's dad's behind the whole thing. To reform his son, Jack's billionaire dad built this massive village. He hired a whole film crew to stage this elaborate time travel drama. All farm animals are actors. The eagles in the sky, actually drones. And the fruit on the trees, they're surveillance too. They're watching Jack's every move. And Iasen's whip scars, just make up. The director urges the billionaire to keep watching. Now enters the female lead. She's the landlord's daughter. She tells Jack that she's being forced to marry an old landlord. Jack asks, is he rich? She nods, and Jack says, wait till he kicks the bucket, the money's all yours. How cool is that? She's baffled. This is unexpected. Isn't he supposed to comfort me? Seeing his son's reaction, Jack's billionaire dad is livid. There's not an ounce of empathy in this kid. He's a lost cause. But then comes a twist. Jack spots the female writer's underwear. Aren't those modern underwear? He rushes over, demands to see her underwear. She refuses. He pushes her over and lifts her skirt to check. Turns out, she's not wearing underwear. Jack's disappointed, but he falls for her. Her name's Lisa. He actually apologizes.
Прости меня, я вел себя как живот.
First time he's ever apologized to anyone. The tycoon sees his son's transformation. He feels a wave of pride. From then on, Jack is always around Lisa, carrying water for her, joining her for horseback riding and rowing. The director realizes something's off. Lisa isn't the leading lady. Time to get the story back on track. A scene with a dramatic river jump is coming up. The leading lady jumps into the river. Jack rushes to rescue her. He pulls her from the water, then carries her into the carriage. Normally, he'd cozy up with the girl, but he just sets her down and leaves. The lead can't even make him stay. Jack goes back to Lisa. The director's forced to rewrite the script overnight. He makes Lisa the new lead instead. The two now start a smooth romance. A landlord approaches Jack. He tells Jack that his son has injured a guard in the city. He asks Jack to take the blame and endure 20 lashes in his son's stead. Do so, and Jack will be free. Jack doesn't want to agree, but he's left with no choice. Stripped to the waist, Jack's tied to a post. He recalls how he used to make others take the fall for his misdeeds. This is karma. Each lash hits him hard. Pain spreads across his body. Only now does he realize his past excesses. Even though it's all an act, the tycoon can't bear to watch. The next day, Jack goes to the landlord's house to get the letter of manumission. Jack gets tricked by the landlord's son. The landlord's son goes back on his word. You'll always be my slave to the bitter end. You want to be freed? Dream on. He even spits on Jack's face. This act enrages the director behind the scenes. Get up and fight back. Hit him back. But Jack's clenched fist relaxes. He says nothing. He turns and walks away. The tycoon sees this and furiously calls his son a coward. In fact, seeing the landlord's son, Jack thinks of his former self. He too was once such a scoundrel. Then, trouble strikes. Bandits take over the entire village. They demand 10 chickens per household, and also a woman to be their leader's wife. A random woman is dragged forward. Her father disagrees. The bandit leader states, if you can beat my men, she goes free. The father finds an axe and bravely steps up. But how can an old man beat a strong henchman? He's quickly overpowered, and then beheaded in front of everyone. Of course, this is just a special effect. They capture Lisa next. Now, who will fight for this girl? Everyone instinctively looks at Jack. The director also awaits Jack's decision. If he steps up, this scene can end perfectly. He remembers the brutal scene he just witnessed. Jack's traveled back to ancient times. His beloved is captured by bandits. Everyone waits for Jack to rescue her, but he walks away without looking back. The actors stand frozen, unsure what to do. Everyone is disappointed. The tycoon thinks his son is a coward. Jack stands at the stable entrance. A sniper on the second floor stands ready. He's got a tranquilizer dart for Jack. Just then, Jack makes up his mind. He rides back on his horse. He heads straight for the execution ground and saves Lisa. The tycoon watches with a satisfied smile. Jack rides with Lisa across the grasslands, through the woods. They end up at a gas station. Jack is completely baffled. What's going on here? The staff is even more confused. Does your horse drink gasoline or diesel? Before he can react, a sniper's tranquilizer dart hits him from behind. Jack falls to the ground. When he wakes up, the tycoon tells him, "You've been in a coma for 3 months after a car accident. Was it all just a dream?" But Jack has indeed changed. He apologizes to those he has bullied. One day, at a bar, the leading lady and the landlord's son reveal the truth to Jack. At a horse ranch, Jack sees Lisa again. He knows this time it's not a dream. They embrace and kiss tightly. In the end, the village welcomes a new participant. Jack even plays a role in it. This person will be transformed too. For sure. The film ends. The movie's title is Son of Rich. This episode's question: would you like to be an actor in this village? For yes, write 111 in the comment. For no, write 222 in the comment. This film resembles The Truman Show. Everyone around is an actor. The twist in this film is quite interesting. It's about traveling back to ancient times. It's a good film. It's recommended to watch the original. That's all for this episode. Remember to like and subscribe. See you next time. Bye.